It's 5:02 and I haven't done yesterday's video yet. What have I done today? Okay, so we went to church, right? My mom went with me because I still can't drive, but before we did that, we, took this apart and rebandaged my hand, and everything's healing very, very well. Really glad to see where the stitches are. It's very, very minimal. Teeny tiny little thing. Won't be hardly anything of a scar. Like barely anything. Like a couple of stitches. It's been 5 days, so I can have this off for a bit, but like I can't submerge that area, but I can take this off, take a shower, and put it back on. We picked up more gauze today. My finger is sticking out of it, funny because of the way it's wrapped. I did reuse the wrap. The splint itself turns out to be like plaster. I thought it was going to be something metal, like aluminum, because it's kind of lightweight, but plaster kind of makes sense. We ran over to the pharmacy afterwards to pick up some prescriptions, and then we stopped in the library, and I renewed the family library account. Since we live outside of town, we do have to pay into that. It doesn't come out of city taxes when you live outside the city limits. And I picked up, let's see, what did I get? I got the first couple of videos for Cardcaptor Sakura, because I used to watch Cardcaptors, and I found out that, wait a minute, what is the word I'm looking for? It's altered from the original version. Cardcaptors, when they made it into an American show, there's a lot that they took out of it. I also got the first manga for Attack on Titan, and a graphic novel that I guess it's a Marvel. I think it's Marvel. I'm not certain. No, it's DC. Okay. I'm gonna flip that. Yeah, I don't. This just looked really cool. Bitch Planet. It's rated M for mature. I'm just. But between the Attack on Titan manga and the manga, and the Cardcaptor Sakura stuff, that should irritate my kids for a bit. I have a whole bunch of gauze and stuff for redoing this. I have a small art project for church. We have a rock garden where when there had been a big tragedy, we paint a rock, list who it happened to and when it happened, and we have all these rocks sitting out. It's a thing. And one was wanted done for the awful thing that happened in Midland and Odessa. Those are two towns in Texas, very close to each other. Something terrible happened on August 3rd, 2019. I used to live in that area. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that one. So I picked up a rock, big rock, and I will be painting it. And then that's gonna go into the memorial rock garden. I think a pump jack would be appropriate, because if you out there, it's just so many of them. Like with a sunset, maybe. So I'll be getting my kids back home in a bit. I am trying to rest. I am also trying to prepare for my lots and lots of stress phone call tomorrow. Trying to keep my health insurance all sorted out. And yeah, I don't know how all that's gonna go. So I'm watching The Expanse. Love this show. Love it. What season am I in? I still gotta do yesterday's video, but you know what? I could do that later. That's season 4, episode 5. I'm not very far in. Still, this show just keeps getting better and better. Okay, it is 8:35. My kids are home. It's loud. I can't drive, so this is meant getting somebody else to help me out. I then helped this person, FBI agent again. Of course, it's my emotional support human. We then took their vehicle out on county roads where I know the layout and the length and the speeds and how empty they are, to try to complete a drive cycle on their vehicle so they can go get inspected tomorrow because it's overdue. And after getting my dad to help set up the code reader, which plugs in under the dash and it tells you what's not going right, we were able to get the thing done so they can go get inspected. Oh, I want this thing off again so bad. I'm tired. I'm tired. It's everything's crazy. But my mom is making chicken wings, and the kitchen smells so good. Okay, my neighbors are loud. It's expected. It's summertime. Okay, so I've been watching The Expanse, right? But now it's dinner time. It's a little bit late, but that's fine. That's fine. I am into episode 5 now. Here's dinner as best as I can manage. Okay. Garlic Parmesan wings. Dr. Pepper, cherry, 0 sugar. What was that? Cucumber with tahini all over it. All the tahini, all the time. Gotta have it. I keep bumping my ring finger into things, and it's tingly and weird and kind of painful. But also I'm starting to think that maybe the tingling is going to be permanent. This was a risk. They were quite clear that this could be a risk. It will get to the point where I can ignore it, or it'll fade away and I won't notice anymore. Maybe a little bit of both. A little column A, a little column B. So I'm going to keep watching my show. I'm going to keep watching The Expanse for a bit. Because I've been a little Star Wars and Marvel heavy lately. Maybe I'll cycle back to the Blacklist. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's 1:11. My kids are very loud and they're still awake for some reason. I would bet they've probably been playing video games all weekend with their dad. I took my brace off, my splint. It's might be on a little bit tight right now, actually. And I did take a picture while it was off. Oh yeah, that's too tight. There's not a whole huge amount of swelling, so I guess that's good. And I guess things are going well there. My kids will not pipe down. And I'm about, I don't know, I might lose it and ground them if they don't get quiet. So took a picture. Right, my TV's still on because I just finished watching an episode of The Expanse. Took a picture, and it appears that there's this little like rectangle of gauze tape something. It was completely 100% dry before I put all the stuff back on. I'm just concerned that, I don't want this to be loose and catching on things while I'm sleeping. I've gotten used to sleeping with it on. Probably should be on, just to be on the safe side. I'm gonna get my TV turned off. I'm gonna take my meds a little late, granted, and I'm gonna go sleep. Thanks for sharing my day with me.